Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter. We're playing on the moon Selenia right now, and due to our operation on planet Humble, we're able to import a ton of resources here, making this not all that difficult to get ourselves up and running here, truthfully. For example, our latest import has already come through, and if we were to take a look, can pretty much grab whatever we need. So for example, if we want mushrooms, is do a whole bunch of mushrooms. If we want squash, we just get a whole bunch of squash. We're starting to get to the point where we don't really need as much from Humble. A lot of this stuff kind of already have what we need. Yeah, I actually don't think we need anything there. And we have enough pulsars that we can now, we can, as always, just keep making energy. I just, like, what are we at? Positive 26 or 2,500 in energy. Energy is not really an issue. Now, I did promise you in the last episode, we were gonna do some work in the terraformation score. That's really what we need to do right now because we have done everything but focus on terraformation. A couple ways we can approach this. Number one is going to be the rockets. Number two is going to be the actually just make crap. So for example, we now have the means to do this. 1, 2, and an osmium rod, and then we're good to go and make a pressure generating drill thing. Where do we want this? I'm gonna put this over here. I know it's a little bit away from my base, but they're kind of big and ugly. So, there. I didn't check what the pressure generation was before. This looks like a super alloy meteor shower, which I don't really need. I didn't check what the pressure generation was before, but now it's... I can't say. We're at 4,000 pressure generation, I think. That was really hard to see. Why is... Oxygen was so much better. T5 drill. Yeah, okay, fine. We need some rockets. It's clear to me that we need rockets. Let's see. Did we make a launch platform? Yes. All right, here's our launch platform. What rockets do we want? I think let's get this. Let's get a couple of the We'll get like 4 or 5 of these. We should have plenty of resources to be able to do so. Rocket engine is first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rocket engines. We need, we might not have enough, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then silicone, we might not have enough. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Now that's a huge increase to our, we're at 4,000 pressure right now. We're going to be the old broken rocket. Oh no, oh no. Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. It's just a rocket laying there. Very good. Very good. Let's take a look over here at what we have. And we have from 4 to 204, which effectively just tripled our overall terraformation index where we were originally capped by oxygen. So very clearly, oxygen is what we need to focus on. It is the one that gets us the biggest return. There's a couple ways that we can focus on that. The first way is to get rockets. The second way is to get a machine optimizer. Don't think we have any fuses, but let's just proactively do this. Explosive powder, we'll do this. We'll come over here, we'll get the obsidian. And we need that. Okay. So let's put this over here. And then I have ideas on how this can work. Oops. I have ideas, but hold on. So we need fuses now. Now this is oxygen. The thing that really, really is exciting here is the oxygen component. So if we can get an oxygen multiplication fuse, which I don't think we have currently, production fuse, this is a plant fuse. Okay, I'm actually interested in that. We're gonna put that in there to increase the speed of our farm generation. It's right next to the T2 optimizer is actually right next to that. In the meantime, let's just grab these 1, 2, 3 rocket engines. And we're gonna have to look for oxygen fuses later. So there's 5 rocket engines, 6 rocket engines. All right, we'll try for 5. I think that's a lot, honestly. Okay, so I need to get the recipe for the other rocket. Okay, I need the recipe for this one. Oh, you know what? Growth time. What's the growth time on this? Growth speed is 2. Okay, growth speed is 2. And if I do this, growth speed is 0.5. I don't really know. I don't know why that matters, but growth speed was 2. Growth speed is now 2.5. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we need oxygen fuses, which we can't do without a trade rocket, so we can consider a trade rocket. Let's just do that. Trade rocket, I guess we'll put there. Now, we have 14,000 Terra tokens. We could get... I think that's worth it. That will dramatically increase that. And then when you stack on top of that what we're about to do in a minute with these, I mean, we're gonna like 1,000x our oxygen generation, which is just overkill. We have 5 rockets. We need 5 of a bunch of other stuff, including tree bark. 1, 2, 3. That's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need 2 more tree barks. I feel like I might have, yes, lucky. Yeah. Okay, so now, let's see where we start. We start with 108,000 ppqs per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh well. You gotta love messing up the game that way. Okay, great. Where we end is... yeah, we were 108, and now we are 54. So we have 52x'd that. And then we're going to get another... remember, we're about to get another 1,500% increase because of the optimizers. Plus, we're gonna make another one of these. Yeah, because we have that tree seed. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Go. All right. So now we're gonna throw a second one of these down. And look, this is plus 106 oxygen. This one is plus 102 oxygen. Why? No clue. Because this is 1250%. Oh, right. Okay. Hey, growth multiplier fuse Selenia. New blueprint received. Interesting. Oh, insert this fuse to increase growth speed. I see. This is where we can build these fuses. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Water is a limiting factor. We're gonna have to fix that. Water is going to be a limiting factor for quite some time. We might want to just go ahead and make like 5 of those things, honestly, because water I think it's the limiting factor in my humble playthrough too. When that comes back, we will be good. In the meantime, why don't we send you up for more super alloy? Okay, and you, we have just a thing full of mushrooms. You'll come back soon, and we're good. Okay, let's go over here. How's our mushroom thing doing? Is it full? No, we can do that. And then I don't mind the overfill staying in here for now. Let's put down, so we're gonna put down 2 more lake water collectors down here. 1. Oops. Oh. What? What did I do? I only grabbed 1. Okay. That's still not going to be enough. I honestly think we need to make more, but it at least gets us a starting point. Pretty soon, our rockets are going to be coming down for the oxygen increase that we know is going to do really good stuff for us. In the meantime, I guess we start making... Clear sky is coming soon, you can see. We're already actually at vegetation, and we're moving fast. We're only going to move faster here, because this is now going to 15x this in a second. So it's pretty big time. The problem is it kind of invalidates heat pressure and biomass's contribution to the overall terraformation index. You can almost just focus on oxygen, seemingly. And heat. Actually, we need to do heat to melt some of this stuff. So can we do any heat? Boy, oh boy, is that a lot of resources that I don't really have. I do technically have this. I do technically have this. But I kind of hate using... Yeah, I could do it. Kind of hate using it, though. Okay, we are at 868.50, and we'll put this right here. I do see you right here. I could use that. That is, right now, a limiting factor is iridium for sure. We definitely need to focus a little bit more effort on heat. And heat generation because, like I said, everything is trapped and is not melting. I'm sure any caves or anywhere that has just a infinite iridium source potentially are just trapped under stuff, and that's really not effective for us right now. We won't be able to find it basically because it'll be blocked off. Well, okay, since we are filled with iridium, do we want to consider just converting them into... I think we want to consider converting them into iridium rods, and then we can have a recycler that can get us back anything we need. Yeah, I think that's going to make sense. What do we need for this? Yeah, we need this super alloy rod that we do not have because I just used it. Oh, by the way, we are at 5,300, which is just not enough. We need to launch some rockets. And we need a super alloy rod that we simply just do not have. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, oxygen multiplier fuse. Here we go. Now remember, what were we at? Hold on. 10 million. We're about to be well over 100 million. After we do this. Yeah, because this is plus 229. Might not have worked the way I anticipated. Let me see. No. So it added the fuse multiplier onto the seed multiplier. It's disappointing. That did not do exactly what I was hoping and wanted it to do, but, you know, is what it is. Terraformation index is moving. I mean, you know, that GTIs are moving. Upgrades, we can get speed increases, T2 asteroid attraction rocket, we can craft blazar quartz, and we can make whatever a megadome is, which is probably pretty cool. Yeah, we need more heat generation. Let's launch some heat rockets, I suppose. While we're waiting for our super alloy to come back down, we'll launch some heat rockets. I think heat rockets are super alloy and cobalt, although that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, we really, and you know what? We really need more, we actually need more Terra tokens. So we have to be exporting things actively. We'll have to start thinking about what we want to export, etc. And, well, you know, I'll tell you what. Let me take a look and see if we have any bottlenecks in anything. So all of our current production lines are filled pretty nicely. I guess what that means... Okay, we'll do this. We'll drop you here. My thought is to basically make it so that max out the iridium rods that we have in there. Oops. What am I doing? Oh. Okay, there you go. There. Because we can always recycle this down. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and make this recycler? Two super alloy, explosive, which I think I have one. A circuit board, and this gets me whatever this machine does. It's big. Insert items here to break them apart. Collect the recycled material. So basically, this is a self-contained recycler instead of the other recycler that just like spits it out into no man's land. That's good, I guess. Probably don't want it here ultimately, but it'll stay here for now. This will allow me to get back anything I need in the form of those, you know, reconstituting those iridium rods or otherwise. And then otherwise, we'll continue to explore, I suppose. Yeah, because we honestly haven't found any rare resources yet, which is shocking. We'll head, what direction? Let's go and check out this direction. Looking for maybe any caves or anything weird. Again, I'm kind of on the hunt for resources right now. I do assume that they would show up on the map, and they're not. There's clearly nothing showing up on the map. So I think you have to be importing these resources back from your main base, which leads me to kind of believe that I'm going to want to consider flying back to the main base, or my Planet Humble base, and redoing some of my processes to more consistently create some certain materials that I need. Okay. This is just a gigantic hill. Huh. Very little that matters out here. It just seems to be very, very bare with what is probably... Yeah, there's probably nothing up in that direction. Something there. Something there. Oh, that's the one that I already saw. I see something right there. I gotta teleport back home for the sake of oxygen and a full inventory. So hang on a second. All right, I see a little hidden something over here. No caves, no lava. Although... Hello, what do I see here? If this is osmium, which it looks, sure as heck looks like it, then we do probably, yep, we most likely have a mining place for osmium, which is very exciting. Let's put the teleporter down. Okay, we'll call this, well, call this nothing. T4 speed increase, very good. Now I'm gonna come over here. I am going to, what am I gonna do? This guy, let's break apart. And we'll bring you... I assume, and it would shock me if I was wrong, but... Oh, I'm wrong. Wow. Shocking. How is this not an osmium place? You just might not be able to mine on this planet. That might be why this planet's difficult or different, I guess. Huh. We have a decent amount of super alloy now. We need more. We need more super alloy rods. And so we also are gonna need more. We're gonna need more aluminum. Okay, very good. We have some super alloy, but this kind of decimated our super alloy supplies. What it does mean that we can do though is do this, and then we can keep expanding out our auto crafter empire. We have food we most recently did. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was dumb. We've done this already. We know that we have to expand out to this side for the most part. So we can put... Okay. What do we want now? We could craft super alloy, but I just hate using those resources. We could craft pulsar quartz. That is possible. All right, I'll tell you what. We're actually gonna wait on setting those, configuring those to do anything, because I really need more consistency in super alloy generation. Currently, we're kind of struggling on that. That'll do it for this one. In the next episode, we're most likely going to go explore that facility that we landed on, and we're just going to continue scaling and growing. We did focus a bit of effort on our terraformation index this time, and we started really moving that needle. You're starting to see grass pop up and vegetation pop up in different areas. I'm not sure what phase of terraformation we're in right now, but we're moving. Gotta find some ways to get more reliable ores. I have some ideas on that, one of which involves us flying to planet Humble and setting up a little automation facility there for ores, for iridium and uranium ores to be shuttled down this way. I'm not opposed to that. We'll think about it. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.